Have you ever thought about it? Why do art teachers seem to hate anime? I'm sure a lot of people had an art teacher who seemed to hate it, but why? I mean, anime is art too, right? Does it matter what kind of style you draw? Why do they seem so aggressive about it? Well, the problem is not anime itself. There are a lot of other art forms which probably have the same problem, but anime is really popular, so a lot of people try to draw it. So is there something wrong with drawing anime? Well, no, but also kind of yes. It depends on the situation. If you just draw for a hobby, then of course it's totally fine, you can draw whatever you want. But if you want art as a career, then you probably shouldn't. The problem is that people are trying to copy these styles. Even if you draw a fan art, it's still copying because you copy the style, and you won't really become successful by copying others. The same way you shouldn't really copy other artists because it won't make you unique. I also kind of talked about it in my previous video where I talked about tips for beginner artists. The same thing goes with tutorials, right? You just copy them. It won't make you learn how to draw. But it's okay, that's why you go to art school to learn, right? The thing is, anime style is easy. It's very easy to draw. It's probably the reason why people tend to try to draw those at the beginning. It gives them a feel of success, especially because drawing them is easy and their drawings will look pretty and people will praise them and they will get a lot of likes on social media. But it's actually fake success. Basically, people tend to like things that they are familiar with. So if they already like a character, then they are much more likely to like that particular piece, even if it's not that good. Also, because these characters are really popular, then there's already an audience for them. This is basically how trends work. And anime is easy to draw, especially because of, well, animation production. They have to make the drawings really simple because they have to draw a lot of frames that they put together to make the animation. And making the characters look simple makes the production faster and cheaper. You probably also noticed how animation and anime also don't have so much depth. Like they don't have so many shadows or not so many colors. The faces look kind of flat and they only have details on the parts that are important to show the emotions, so it will be understandable. You know, like the eyes, the hair, but the rest of the face doesn't have so much detail. So if you have a teacher who doesn't seem to like anime, don't be mad at them, try to look it from their perspective. Art teachers have good intentions. They want you to be successful, they want you to have a good career in art. But you can't have a good career by just copying other people's styles. I know this because I actually heard this from a teacher. She said, if you came to this school drawing anime, and then when you leave you still draw anime, then we failed you as teachers. Then you didn't learn anything here. So they don't want you to draw anime because they want you to do better. They want you to have your own unique style and they want you to succeed. Because let's be real, a lot of people who draw anime, they can't really draw anything else. And a lot of praise that they get from these pictures make them have too much confidence in their own work. And then they don't really want to improve. Of course, I don't talk about those people who can draw like semi-realistic, semi-anime style. Those people are amazing. I just meant the majority of people. Drawing anime in the market is actually not really useful. You might get commissions where you can draw those anime characters, but it still won't make you unique. You will be just the same as every other artist who draws anime. And I mean, like, anime is anime, and anime is Japanese. So any company that has nothing to do with either animation or Japan, why would they want to be associated with it? They won't buy pieces that don't match their brand image. For example, why would an Italian coffee shop want anime characters in their design if it has nothing to do with Japan? Why would it want to be associated with it? Or why would an American author want anime characters on their books if the plot itself is not set in Japan? Basically, anyone who wants to use art for marketing purposes will probably not want anime style. While I'm sure that all teachers have good intentions, some of them might not be able to communicate it properly. I know that there are many teachers who are pretty rude about not liking anime. So I totally understand if you get offended by it, but try to look at it from their perspective. Teachers are people too. They might have a stressful day, or they might have personal problems. It's also possible that they've already dealt with people who like anime, because we all know that there are those type of fans. You know, the ones who are often obnoxious about their drawings and they think that they are so much better than everyone else, even though they just copy it. Many of these students get obsessed with the anime style, and when the teacher confronts them about their lacking skills, then they tend to get offended. They start to argue with the teacher, and I think they just don't have the energy for it. And I know that maybe you're not like that, but this is just how stereotypes work. You know, the loudest people are associated with that type of topic, and even if you're not like that, teachers might associate you with that type of behavior too. It's also possible that they want to avoid confrontation. It's kind of funny how some people think that by being passive-aggressive they can avoid confrontation, but that's probably another topic for another time. Because of the stereotypes, teachers might think that all anime fans are like that. There are also a lot of students who probably like anime, they just don't talk about it. Many of these people who are drawing anime, they often don't want to improve. You know, like, they think they already can draw well, even if they can't. And if you go to school and you still want to draw the same things that you drew before going to school, then why are you even at the school? Then you're not going to improve, you're not going to learn anything. I mean, you go to school to learn, right? Just be open and let the teacher have a critique on your work. Don't get offended if they say that your work is not that good. So at the end of the day, teachers just want the best for you. They want to give you good education and they want you to be successful. So it's not like they hate anime, they just don't like the behaviors that are associated with anime fans. Also try to discover your own style. That's the reason why you're learning. Because that's how you are going to be unique. And if you're unique, you're more memorable. And that is also why you see a lot of fan arts being different in style from the original work, because they want their own style to shine while also kind of, you know, getting advantages from the trends. But if you want art to be a career, then maybe some fan arts are okay to bring in more viewers, but at the end of the day, you should draw different things. Try to be open and try to learn everything, and when you already know how to draw realism, then you can start to think about what kind of style you want to draw. Did you agree with my points? Is there anything you would like to add? If you're an art teacher, can you agree? Please leave it in the comments. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe and hit the like button. It will really help me out. See you in the next video! I upgraded the background a little bit. Say hi!